What is up, guys? Welcome to Monday. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day today. If you are not on live chat, you are missing out. I just beat Alex of Crypto on Halo. I massacre, complete massacre. So there's the proof. All of the guys in the chat can actually say that it was true. So I'm gonna turn on what he says. All right, yeah, I was like. Other than that, seems
Never
like
happened.
Bitcoin, it is just breaking through the roof to the ceiling. It's just, I mean, it's just being fantastic. Alex, how's your day? I already know it is a great day. Yes.
So,
So
dude,
let me
so
know.
much money, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I mean, like, this morning we had a little stall out, perfect little setup coming in this morning. We were looking for the retesting continuation, as you should be looking for in this market, and we were able to this morning execute an amazing trade. Also, we did take a moment of silence also to pay respect on Remembrance Day as well. So to all of our veterans, thank you so much for the freedom and all the stuff that they have sacrificed so that we can be here and press buy and sell and make lots of money. So very grateful to them. And Bitcoin, I mean, just about at 85,000. It's at 84,900 as we speak. And we took the long this morning. So quite incredible gains. This thing does not want to stop on an absolute run to the moon. Did we lose OC? Or is he back?
No.
He's back. Okay.
I just stand still, my
Okay.
friend.
Oh, man. Yeah, so like looking at the trade setups this morning, we can go over it quite quickly. Look at this. Let's go. I mean, we got long right in here, so let's break it down for you quite quickly here. So what happened this morning is that we get a typical liquidity sweep. If we're looking at the key areas from this morning, we also had a beautiful order block that was printed right here from our chart prime indicator right here that we were looking to be filled before continuing. Now, what happened with price action is quite clear. Okay, so we created liquidity as we've been doing on the way up, right? And we typically come back and retest order blocks or liquidity down below, and then we continue to pump. So what else do we have? We do have our beautiful, beautiful quantum reactor down here, but this morning I was using my VWAP, as you guys know, and VWAP came in here as amazing support. Okay, so what happened is you create liquidity, you come up, you put in a high, okay? This is typically bearish price action. Let me clarify to you. When this happens, this is typically a perfect shorting opportunity. Environment. Okay, it's all about what's going on right now. Clearly, we're in price discovery. There is no top until we see really a confirmation of a lower high and a lower low on like at least a 4-hour time frame. At least you don't want to fade this thing. If you are fading it, you better be taking profits quickly, right? Like people, like if you want to short right now, go right ahead. But right now it just keeps going. So this is bearish typically. So looking at this, you put in a high, you come back down, you sweep the high. Look at the liquidity sweep. This is a perfect sweep of the high. You push down, you retest, and you break down. You would be looking for shorts here. You would be looking for this to go down. However, remember, we said key is that the environment right now. So you can see that is a perfect sort of short trade up. So we had the VWAP on this morning, and you can see initially we came down and we touched it quite perfectly at the beginning of my stream, which is around 8:15. If you want to come and hang out with me, you can come and do so. My channel is the same as my name in here, but as you can see here, you came in, you broke strength here, break a structure, change a character. Warning, warning, we're going to go long. Okay, that's what it's saying. Okay, now me, it was actually so hilarious this morning. OC, I got long right here. Okay, so looking for the long right here. This is where we got in, and we were in drawdown. Okay, now the funniest thing this morning. If you watch the stream, my stop loss was here, like
Oh, you
this.
gotta be
I was,
kidding me.
bro, my stop loss was here. It came in. Like, let's go on the 1 minute chart. We're watching this, right? Right? So we got long a little bit early, but we didn't want to miss the trade, right? So we got off the golden pocket. There was an order block in here. We're like, okay, this is okay. And then price keeps going down. We got a liquidity sweep. We're like, oh, look, see this candle here? We got the liquidity sweep. We're like, oh, it's gonna go to the moon. Oh, do we take a break even? Do we take a break even? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Stop loss at 500, just below VWAP, just below VWAP, just below VWAP. Oh, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Perfect retest. Perfect. Oh no, we're gonna go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. 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 My man,
man.
bro. I show you the screenshot. I have a screenshot on the live stream. It was like, honestly, it was like 2 pesos, bro. It was so tight. It was so tight. And then you so this was the difference between 300 here, right? This was the difference between 300 and dude, it's like $2,000 now. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? We took profits here. This was 600, 50% out, and now we're sitting at like I don't know. I think it's at 1,800 right now. I mean, you you don't plan for this, right? You don't plan for this, right? But when it happens, you let that pony ride, right? And how do you let the pony ride? Very, very simple. Okay, you take this. You get your higher low right here. You do not have to exit this trade until you have momentum broken. Okay? That's it. Okay? You could even be tight to here. Now that you've put in a higher low, and you can be like this. Okay? But you don't. So, I mean, it's stupid. Look at this thing, man. 85,000, baby. Let's go. I mean, pretty amazing price action. Amazing trade. Like barely stop, just the difference, of understanding where I am wrong. Okay? Yes, I am wrong if the VWAP, but what has OC taught you guys? What does he always say? Jiggle room. You got to have jiggle room. I'm changing it. It's not wiggle room. It's called jiggle room. Until I got to do more sit-ups. I'm getting a little fat. So you give it a little bit of jiggle room, okay? And the jiggles allow you to get paid, right? So we gave it some jiggle room. And because we gave it some jiggle room, we made a lot of money. So that's what happened, bro. It was fun. I mean, everybody in the live stream was like, close it, close it, close it. And then it was just like, ooh, and I'm like, yeah, boy, right? So yeah, it was a lot of fun this morning. That was the idea. And I mean, your quantum reactor, your order block giving you the buying level, right? So you're looking at this area as a buy level, right? Continuation to the upside. I was aware of this order block down below, but overall, I mean, this thing is up only. Jump on the trend. How do you jump on the trend? Well, you got to use your indicators. Like I always say, 8-minute dynamic reactor. Let's see. I haven't even looked at the 8-minute dynamic reactor. Let's see what it gave us. I always say 8-minute dynamic reactor. Let's see. Let me go over to my regular chart prime setup here. Let me put on my dynamic reactor. 8-minute dynamic reactor. Tell me it made me money this morning. Because I always say, use in a trending market, uptrending market, right? Oh, just did it. Oh, okay, just. Okay. You would have to be on an even lower time frame. That shows you how aggressive this is, eh? Because the 8-minute caught this low in here. It was catching all the lows in here. Okay. Wow. Incredible. And then there's wow. Everybody, I want to short this thing so bad, but it's like
So
it's not
man.
Right? Everybody, you can't fade this until, like I said, like at least on the hourly, like let's look at price action. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at price action. This is the hourly, okay? Is there a higher low? A strong higher low? No. There's not one. There's not one, right? Ever since we pushed up here, there's not one. There's no reason to fade this yet. There's no reason, right? You want to, everybody's saying, oh, bearish divergence. I told you last week, the divergence aren't diverging. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the divergence say because the money, the adoption, the FOMO is absolutely real. And you can see that in the price action. So put on your Oracle Pro, get on a 3-minute, a 5-minute, look for the retest. Okay. Look at this. You had a retest in the 5-minute. So if you, right now it's the 5-minute, I'd be a little bit cautious, right? As we push up here, you can track trend. You can wait for the trend to break and then look for the high. You can look for that. But I'm telling you, your best bet is to wait to go long, okay? Not to buy the top. You don't want to FOMO in at the top, but your best bet is to wait, okay? Divergences are dead, says Daga DT. Yeah, man. I mean, they play, don't get it wrong. They play, but it's only for a retracement. Divergence, retracement, right?
Yeah, and I think
Divergence,
he's got a point
retracement.
because if you take a look at your oscillator or any oscillator by that matter, and we go to previous bull cycle, we start seeing that divergence. And even including normal divergence, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
they stop playing out as the doomsday divergence, right? And they start playing
Yes,
out as a yeah, hey, you know what? We are warning
retracement.
you, yeah, that we're gonna have a retracement. So,
A little bit
guys,
overextended retracement.
yeah, this makes me so happy because this is one of the strongest signals that we're back on the bull trend.
And then you're waiting for, like, if you're looking to oscillate trade, you're waiting for your bullish divergence or your little green triangles or will give you very nice bottoms, right? And then all you're doing with that is you're waiting for the higher low. Okay? So you get that you get the signal here, right? You get the signal here. We can go back and back test them, right? Make sure you're doing this, but you get the signal here. And let's look. Okay? We look here on our 5-minute. Do you get a chance to get on a higher low here? Yes, there's your higher low right there. Press buy. Stop loss below the low here. Okay? We go back over here. Okay? Higher low right here. Okay? Stop loss below the low. Look at this. Off you go. Okay? Right here. Higher low. Right? Higher low. Stop loss below the low. Off we go. Okay? Very, very simple. Simple strategies in bull. You don't have to complicate this, right? Look, overextended, higher low, stop loss below the low. Whee! Money. Printing. It's just printing, bro. It's not like rocket science. You don't have to make it rocket science. Okay, bullish divergence. Okay? Higher low, stop loss below the low. Whee! Do I have to I can continue. I don't mind. Um and then guess what? It fails you one time and then it works 4, 5, 6 more times, right? And all you have to do is calculate your risk for every trade, right? This stop loss will be a little bit lower than most ones, right? And then off you go. So it's keeping it very simple in a situation like this. Another good tool, predictive ranges. These will help you as well. Looking to come back to the equilibrium. Okay, this will help you as well. I like that. You're looking for the yellow line. The lower yellow line is a banger, right? So you got your median, which is the blue line. Okay, this one's overextended, obviously, but your median is the blue line. Your yellow line, look, blue line, blue line. Your yellow line is going to be a lucrative buying opportunity. Yellow line, okay? Even in here, yellow line, okay? If you go yellow line with confirmations, maybe that's your trading setup here. Yellow line, bullish divergence. Boom, off you go, right? Okay, yellow line, bullish divergence. Boom, off you go, right? Keeping it simple. There, now you can go to work. Oh, see, that's what I'm looking at, baby. Let's go. 50,000 or 100,000 up next, baby.
Nice,
Keep pumping my
nice.
bags, bro.
Oh man, there's always a big discussion, and I think it is trading versus holding, right? It's something that you guys would say that you would need to look for, especially when you are backtesting stuff or strategies. There is a backtesting, or there is a backtester for lifetimers that you can start using. Um, by the way, guys, just prepare for what might be coming at the end of the month. Might be crazy good. So just saying there. Other than that, when you start looking for strategies, holding versus buying and selling, which is trading, I will always go for holding a little piece and then trading the other piece. Why? Usually trading give you a better result throughout shorter time frames, but throughout the longer time frames, for the most of the strategy that you repeat over and over and over, and it's not dynamic, right? So that is the basic difference between a newbie strategy and a pro strategy, right? A pro strategy is dynamic. It is like Alex mentioned, for example, you just don't look at this, and buy. You look, for example, break through the trend line, you higher high or higher low, higher low with a divergence, and then break up resistances, so on and so forth, right? So not every entry is exactly the same. Does it have the same basis? Yes, but it does has always its own kind of like a different perspective or characteristic, right? So based on that, I think a good starting point for you guys, it will be buy and hold, right? Buy and hold, not financial advice. That will be what I'll be doing. Exactly. In fact, that's what I do. I buy, hold, right, and then I trade another piece of my portfolio. All right. Having said that, I want to go over a couple of divergences here. Also, the Gohila, he was typing on or creating a couple of tickets asking things on the oscillator. I already have enabled the ability to place pictures on the threads. So if you have any questions about the indicators, go to the classes, post them there. Sorry. And he was talking about the divergences. All right. Your oscillator, guys, and I think this is going to be a little bit important. Your oscillator will tell you there is a divergence. Not only there is a divergence, it will also tell you what kind of divergence is, right? For example, blue divergences, regardless if they are at the top or at the bottom, there are multiple divergences, right? Bottom multiple divergences are bullish, and every top multiple divergence are bearish, all right? So it's telling you there is a multiple bearish divergence here. And then what we got, well, we have a lower momentum sweep, all right? For me, this sweep cancels or plays out this last divergence, all right? So we'll still have this one playing out, or this one still within game. Still could be going without effect. Look at that. For example, we did had a little bit of a retracement, right? We had the sweep of the lows, talking about momentum, and then the next one, well, yeah, we had a little bit of a lower low, but it is not as obvious. All right. So how do you trade on divergence, guys? You do need to go and do your due diligence and learn divergence, right? Because if I mean, here we're telling you that you have divergence, but you need to know what a divergence is, right? So I would highly advise you guys, especially talking about divergence, Fibonacci, support and resistance in trends, to take the time, right? Go over and search some extra videos on YouTube, some search for literature, and read a little bit on it, at least a little bit, just so you get the base of those divergences. So yeah, I mean, having a lower volume peak usually invalidates the last divergence. Not invalidates, but takes it at the result of the previous divergence. For anything else on the divergence, you will need to understand how divergence work. And for that, yes, we could be giving a complete class of divergence, right? But it's just better. I mean, it's just a well-known topic, so you will need to go and have one of those classes for yourself. Um, Gohila, so based on that, thank you very much for that, Alex. Your question goes a little bit farther on what we will gonna be touching on the classes. Why? Because it gets into, let's just call the nitty gritty of the actual divergence played out, right? So I do advise you to go and study divergences. We're not going to be touching that much of an in depth in this class. You can see that Alex of Crypto just perfect. Thank you, and Iscariot. Hey, by the way, Iscariot, I see your plus watching you, my friend. Nice. Um, that they both shared a little bit of a cheat sheet on the divergences, right? You already have this one's playing out. Your question was much more technical. So therefore, I think it's a great question. We're not going to be able to touch it here in this class, but please go ahead and read on divergences because it will be great that you know those kind of things. Nonetheless, other things, when we break divergences, we usually break or have a bounce to the upside when we break bearish divergences, right? So important it is holding this zero line. Remember that the importance of the zero line that I've been talking about. We did not lose the zero line, and look at the results of that movement, right? So it's just being crazy. By the way, let me go to my previous setting here that we've been talking about these areas, and I want you guys to see that we are on daily, right? We are on daily. We already have the rooftop playing on my rooftop strategy here. I was expecting a little bit more of a range low down here for at least 2 weeks. All right. What we got, it was less of a week or almost 5 day ish, right? Or 3 day ish. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days of a little range. And then boom, we just broke hard to the upside, even breaking the what I was expecting to have, which is a broadening wedge here. So let me just remove that, right? And we're gonna be making another adjustment. You know what? Instead of removing it, let's just use that same thing here and let's just add it like this. All right. Why? I'm trying to grab these lows, right? Going through the week and these other lows. Now I'm not going through these highs, which might be a little bit of a of a bummer, but also on something else that we can do is start looking at this kind of trend lines, right? Where we could be missing out some highs. Guys, if you're planning to short, right now is not the moment. All right. Let me show you how would I be approaching the shorting scenario with one of my rooftop analysis. All right. For example, let's also recall, by the way, if you guys want to look this up, it's on the class recordings, this high and this high. All right. Those two highs had a couple of things in common. One, it is basically looking like they were going to make a range, and also bounce off a trend line, which is this basis, right? So if we do another trend line, oh, come on. If we do another trend line in here, oh, you got to be kidding me. There we go. We were bouncing from that trend line, right? So the next thing that I was expecting here, and by the way, shout out to Alex of Crypto. He called this double tops, the two of them, so pretty impressive. Is that how do I measure those trades, right? Let's go to a cleaner chart so I can show you. It's time, since we already have broken this area, it's time for me to remove everything here. Perfect. And my way to look at support and resistances or trend lines will be just thinking outside the box. All right. So I'm going to be looking for highs, and then the next high, right? I also will be looking, maybe, sometimes not always, with something that pairs with this high in a horizontal vertical line like this. You see how we are kind of like making, if we look at this like a rebar thing, right? We are making some strength, or we're making some pulling action with this one, right? So we're locking it in between the low and the high, right? So it will stand by itself, right? That is an early thing that I like to do here, right? Let's actually do that, the same thing here. Do I have it? Maybe I can. Something like that, right? You see how am I playing out with those highs and lows, right? And what else am I doing here? The next thing that I'm trying to do here, it is just wait for the price action to have a low, right? To previous important areas. And then the bounce of that low, all right, either here or most importantly here, all right, does not reaches where it was supposed to be reaching, right? How do I know this is supposed to be reaching? Well, because it's a trend line, right? It's just a different way to put your trend line. Usually, when you're using trend lines, bearish trend lines, we go for the bottom, right? And where do we enter for a short when the trend line, where the trend is broken? Why? How do I know the trend is broken here and was not broken here? Because the trend is only broken when the trend line is broken, right? As simple as that. But I can have a previous entry or a previous possibility entry, which is all right. I'm measuring target, I'm measuring target, I'm measuring target, and fails. That is telling me what? That I'm losing momentum. How can I know? How can I be sure? Well, then look at your momentum indicator. What will be that? What would that be? Your oscillator, right? Your ribbon. And what's happening with your ribbon? Oh, did we got a lower waving here? Usually that means lowering a momentum, right? And then what happens? Let's just look at the oscillator, not the price action, just the oscillator right here. When I'm losing the zero line, what's happening? Losing the zero line, it is losing my threshold, right? Basically, I do, right? What do? I do have momentum, and I don't, right? So what I don't have momentum. So all as you are below, I don't have momentum. As I'm above, I do have momentum. Important things in here, just so you consider. Every single time that we're going close to the zero line, we're gonna be assuming a bounce from it, unless money flow is pushing up, and also we are on the green cloud. Usually being on the green cloud indicates, just like in here, being on the green cloud indicates that the next upcoming immediate movement is going to be bullish, or at least that we're going to be pushing through some resistances, and we did, right? So for example, going to the zero line, but not really much into the green area, right? Not into the green cloud. Well, just barely touching it, right? And then what happens? We bounce from it, right? Right here, we were into the green line, right? Into a green cloud, sorry. And what happened? Yes, a rejection. But look at that. We still had that momentum to keep pushing up to it. So making a purchase here, right, would not be as hurtful as making a purchase here, right? You see that difference? You see how far we went down? You see how far we went down here? Almost double, all right? So just so you have that onto consideration. All right, just to keep going here, if you're looking for the short, so that's why I'm bringing the topic back up, right? I'm looking for the next high after visiting lows, not reaching out the top. All right. Same thing happens here, right? Rooftop line, right? Meaningful lows, right? Next high, not reaching target. I know at least we have a range coming. At least a range, right? So it's ranging or dumping, right? So you need to prepare for whatever happens. Usually I call dumping because that is my worst case scenario, all right? So in here, let's just do the same thing, right? And we've been looking at this for a long, long time. Look at my rooftop line, right? We were right here on Tuesday, right? Thursday, Friday, October, November. This November the 4th. Here we go, November the 5th, right? And then what we were expecting, the next high not being taken. It was taken. It was taken, so we're not thinking about shorting, right? Maybe we could be thinking about a flip of the ribbon, but did we have the flip of the ribbon? Not really. We have like a very like looking up goose head, right? So something like that. So an albatross maybe, right? So something looking up. So what is it telling us? It's telling us that we might have a continuation on strength, on momentum, right? And what happened? We did have that breakout. So what am I going to be expecting here? Retracement to meaningful areas, maybe, right? And then back up, not hitting the previous highs, or at least not hitting the next trend area. By the way, the more parabolic we go, the greater the chance for a retracement, right? So, but again, do not make the mistake to just act upon what you believe, because we could be into a continuation and we still have maybe another bull flag to go, right? Before we get to that area where you might be able to short. So just give it a thought, all right? Maybe not where to go. I would recommend not shorting unless or until we are hitting critical levels right down here on the zero line. And once again, this is daily, but I will be looking this in the 4 hours. So it's gonna be giving me a better chance of entry here for me, and because I'm more profitable in the 4 hours than in any other time frame. Look for your best time frame and enter and execute your trades on them. Do we have any? Hey, Kimmy Cool, what's up, brother? Welcome. Alex, do you want to follow up with something else, or would you like me to show you the little surprise that we got?
Oh man, I want a surprise, man. What do you
All
got
right.
for me? What are you gonna
Uh,
give me? I want lots of tequila. No, I don't drink,
by
but
the way, I mean, come on, I cannot do this because I don't have your address, so I need your address. Send me your address, my friend, on DM, please, on DM, right?
uh-oh, he's gonna send me tacos in the mail.
By the way, remember that couple of classes ago? I think it was Thursday or Friday. I don't quite remember, right? We were as a whole looking to give Piper a little bit of a treat. Remember this? Am I sharing? No, I'm not sharing. All right. For your address, my friend, you need to try that one. All right.
That's awesome. I'm getting a little bit of feedback on your end, I think.
Oh,
A little
what is
bit.
it?
I can
Oh,
hear myself in your.
oh, yes, you are. Sorry for that. Now it should be all right. Is it?
All right.
Perfect.
Yep,
All
we're
right.
good now.
Very
Beautiful. I do not drink, so you're gonna have to send me a sombrero instead.
Really? You said you wanted some
Really,
tequila.
I quit
Oh,
drinking like 5, 6 years ago. Yeah,
all right.
just traveling, family, a lot of things. Yeah. So I mean, I've been sober for quite a while, man. That's kind of a life choice I made. Um, but I mean, I I I watch Piper get drunk.
let's do something. I get the
Oh
tequila for
man,
myself. I drink it and I send you the empty bottle. Will that work?
you
I'm
can
just
send me
kidding.
you can send me tacos.
I can send
I
tacos.
love tacos.
Oh no, no, no. Let me think. Let me think. Something that might be, like a piece of conversation. I think that will be it. Let me give it a
There
thought.
we go.
Still, send me your address if you want to, of course, and
Of
I'll
course.
plan on behind your back, and then I'll let you know once I have sent something. I don't know.
Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, if we're gonna go over, I think someone asked me to go over Pepe and Solana. So we'll go over both. I gave a Pepe trade setup over the weekend in my Discord. Dude, I gave so many good setups. Sometimes sometimes you're just on fire, bro. Okay? I gave if you go over to my Discord OC cuz you got access. You can look at all the trades that I gave. And I mean, I gave the Pepe trade here, more of a swing trade. That's up 15%. I gave what else did I give? I gave Injective. That's up over 20%. I gave Celestia. That's up over 7%. I gave Sui. That's, dude, this one. Sui, 43%. I gave BitTensor. That's up 15%. Anyways, but I gave a Pepe setup as well. So I'm looking on a more macro scale. I was looking at this. What is this, OC? This is beautiful. Inverse head
Yes.
and shoulders, accumulation. You got a spring, you got a little bit of a pop, lock, consolidation, push up, break of the neckline. I mean, baby, baby, baby. Printing Pepe, right? Frogs to the bloody moon. So we took this trade as well. This thing looks juicy, right? All-time highs, kind of target. I mean, right now you could wait for a retest back in here, but Pepe is looking quite nice. You can see the double bottom coming in here, pushing up quite aggressively. And I mean, off off to the races it goes. Looking at the 4 hour here, a little consolidation. So if you are looking to get into Pepe and you want to take this trade, remember wiggle, wiggle, wiggle room, jiggle room. You got to have the jiggle room with any sort of meme trade, right? So yes, we gave this, but you got to have enough jiggle room to actually stay in the trade long enough to see the reward. So right now, This 12,00012 right here. This is looking like a good retest level. If we do kind of flag out here, okay, and where you want to put your stop is just below this like 11.3 area down in here. So 11, I don't know, 4 zeros, 11.3. Okay, so this is looking strong. This is gonna go. The thing with Pepe, right? So you got to understand the rotation that goes on. Okay, Bitcoin pumped this morning. Guess what's pumping now that Bitcoin's flat? Ethereum, right? We go over to Ethereum. Look what's popped. Boom, it's popped a little bit later. Okay, a little bit later it popped, but you know, it's popping, right? So you got to understand rotation. Now, if Ethereum, if we go to like an ETH Solana, let's go to ETH Solana chart, ETH slash Sol. Is that how you do it? Is there an ETH slash Sol Ethereum? Let's go to Sol Ethereum chart. Load. Why can't I see it? Maybe we go ETH or Solana slash ETH. ETH Solana? No. Does it not give us that chart, OC?
I think so.
That's weird.
So, but altogether, try it maybe without the backslash. Yeah, did that worked?
ETH Sol Perpetual. Yes, this is what I was looking for. What you can see on an ETH Sol chart is Solana's losing ground against Ethereum right now. So there's a rotation going on. That's kind of what I wanted to prove, is that there's a rotation going on. Bitcoin is moving up to the moon. So what are people doing? Even with the Ethereum ETF, right? You go over to the Ethereum ETF. Remember, Grandma was pissed off. We talked about this chart quite a bit, right? Grandma's like, Larry, pump my bags, you asshole, right? And guess what? Larry, because Grandma bought up in here, she's break even now. She might sell, but what we know is that there's a rotation going on. So obviously, Ethereum is first in line. No matter what, Ethereum is going to be first in line to get that rotation. That's why, you know, we took that trade. I mean, look at this trade, guys. We gave it to you guys here. We gave it to you here. Don't deny it. Crypto Pollo was on here. I told you we're getting long here from $2,400, and this has gone to the moon. Okay, so we're looking for the rotation coming into like 3,500s, kind of my first target point of control of this range. But we look for this rotation, and Pepe is part of that rotation. Why? Because Pepe is an Ethereum blockchain, right? It's on the Ethereum network. Same with Arbitrum, same with Optimism. So if ETH is ripping, what do you think else is going to rip? Layer 2s, Pepe, memes built on that. I think there's some other plays. I think, what is it? What's that swap? Uniswap. I think that's another one that you can look to play, right? So all these are going to play nicely because Ethereum is ripping, right? That rotation is happening, so you can look to take advantage of that price action. So with Pepe, those key levels that I gave you just now, we'll go back to Pepe quickly here. Looking for this thing to come back in to those levels that I gave you guys over here. So coming in, we can look for a retest back into this 12. You can see here, let's get rid of the trade here. 1 second, so it's clean. Oh my God, this thing's fat. Well, it's a swing trade, that's why. So you can see what's happening here on our 15-minute is we're flagging out, right? So when you're flagging out in an uptrend, right, you're looking to take the lows and protect yourself below the lows, right? So you're looking to get in at 12 cent or 0.000012, and you're looking to protect yourself, you know, just below above these highs here, right? In a swing trade, right? We took the swing on the weekend over here, right? We're up right now. We've paid ourselves pretty nicely, but that's one thing I am looking at. Also, a little freebie here. I'll give it to you guys. In our Discord, we are currently looking to swing long Jasmy right now. Okay, so if you guys are interested in a swing trade right now, this was a trade setup given in my Discord as well, by another trader that is absolutely fire. So right now you have the downtrend breakout, retest, continuation, getting above this high, right? So the liquidity above this high wants to come back for the liquidity up in here. So this is more of a swing trade, looking for this thing to play out this week. We'll see if we get that rotation. Jasmy, you can see here, a little bit undervalued, right? Hasn't had that pop like a lot of things have. A lot of room to the upside here on Jasmy. You can see here that double bottom, that push out, looking for that parabolic continuation. So if you are looking for this thing to pop, Jasmy is looking like a good one. Now let's go over to Solana quickly because I just got requested to do Solana as well. And Solana is bananas, man. Banana zone, Raoul Powell, whatever you want to call it. So same thing, jump on to your 15, get your beautiful, beautiful chart prime market dynamics pro. Look for a rotation. You're in triple tops right here. So you're looking for a retest and continuation, probably back to previous highs. So that would be where I would look first and foremost would be. And we were looking for a Solana trade this weekend too. I said, follow this trend line and look for this golden pocket to bounce. We didn't get all the way down there, but you can see as we compress here, I would be looking over here right around $215 on Solana. An amazing, amazing push for Solana Bonana de FIFA. Solana Lana Long. Solana Lana Long Long Li Long Long Long. Oh yeah. So that's like an inside joke in my community. So looking for continuation. 215 is where I'd be targeting a potential long. And if we do come back, this range within here, you can pull, volume if you want to check it out. Probably somewhere in here. Yeah. I'd be looking somewhere alongside this this volume level in here, which is right around 210. And then you can pull swing low to swing high. That 210 looks like golden pocket. Yes, it is. Look at that. I've seen it so many times. And you got your 382 up here. So you got confluence. 210 or 215. That's where if we are to retrace, triple top retracement, I would look for the bounce and continuation here until proven otherwise on this uptrend. Okay. And that's what I got for you there.
Absolutely. I do have a couple things that I'm watching. Let's go over them. A couple things that also played out throughout the weekend. Let's go over application share really quick. One of those was Dot. Dot played out beautifully. I mean, everything's kind of like just exploding at this moment. So I mean, we were expecting something. Yeah. So let's see. Is
What's your
my
analysis? Up, just up.
up only? Oh man.
Buy
Can you
on
guys
spot
watch
and
my stream?
chill.
It seems like it's not. Let me just pull it
I
back
can
up.
see it. Yeah, I can see
Thank
it.
you very much. For me, it was saying like waiting and stuff. Oh, there we go, much better. All right, so basically it just popped, right? We were expecting that breakout retest, right? I always tell you it's not about the breakout, it's about the retest, and off we go. So Dot player very beautifully. Something that I mean, let's go over a couple of things that we've been talking about throughout the week. Another thing that I wanted to go over it is XRP. Remember the trade that we were talking about that we not only hit it like gracefully, but then also we had a secondary chance right here with the flip of the ribbon. Well, then we have a ton of right now of interference, right? We need to let that interference go before we start looking for the next movement. Something important to note is that we're not longer into the green cloud, right? We are above the zero line, of course, right? But when we start seeing that much of interference and going to the red cloud, well, then we need to be a little bit careful here with those scam weeks that we might be having there. Another thing that I want to jump in is OM, and you'll notice that I'm skipping Aerodrome because that's gonna be the last one that we're gonna be looking at, right? So OM doing nothing. This is the only thing that is not exploding, my friends. All right, so we're still waiting for that one to actually move. Remember that I was expecting a breakout, continuation of the dynamic reactor. Dynamic reactor moved slightly below what I was expecting here, which is fine. Do we already have a breakout? Yes, breakout, and guess what? Retest, right? We already have a sweep of the lows here. We are looking for maybe a trend line right here. So guys, if you're expecting to enter in OM, look for this possibility. Still, you need to be very, very careful with OM because we have a couple of weakening action at the top. absorption zone, right? Absorption zone at the top usually is nothing good. You usually look at that when we have absorption zone. What do I mean with absorption zone? It is when where the price gets there, but it has a big wick at the, oh, not that one, big wick at the top, right? Like this one. So look at what had happened after we have an absorption. Absorption, draw back down, right? Absorption, draw back down. Absorption, go back down, but farther, right? Non-absorption, that's fine. Absorption, go back down. So are we having a bounce, almost confirming flip of the rebound at the top of the zero line, and also on still the green cloud. So this could be a possibility if we can have one more candle, maybe just wicking back down. I'll be considering, and the next movement higher like this, all right, that will be considering jumping in with a trade. Ozzy, can you share your market oracle settings? Sure. By the way, I entitled you not to copy them. I also have a video dedicated for my settings and how do I do stuff. But for me, the only, well, I have two market oracles, but the main one that I use, it is 43 trend moderate profit and loss with the dynamic reactor and kind of highlights as trend static. But my friend, I really am against showing it, but I always show it when I get requested. And that is because we have a full video dedicated to show you how to set up your own
You got to
tuning.
set it up for yourself, man. Yeah, you got to tune it for yourself.
Yes, yes, and that is because, I mean, if we would have been careless and we actually do not care about you making a profit, I'll just give you whatever is it here and stick to it, right? Do as I do, or do as I say, also, right? But the point is that here we want to push you to be your best version of of yourself, right? The best trader that you can be, and for that you need the most tune up indicators, and that's why I have a 2 hour video explaining that. But also I have quick setups inside. Let me show you here. Uh, let me just finish this up, and then I'll guide you through. All right, I promise. I'll guide you through it. All right, but here's my settings. All right, here what I'm looking for is a possible entry on OM. All right, still dangerous entry, guys. Only flip of the ribbon. If instead we see a retracement and we see losing this, guys, do not run after it because we're gonna fall back down as a rock. All right, so OM kind of being disappointed of what my target was, like right here. Remember, this is my target, and this is my alert for taking early profits. All right. Oh, thank you for that one way. And let's finally go over bunk. We played out very nicely. Took me out, right? Why it took me out? Because we were looking at this flag. What happened? Enter a breakout, taking some profit. As we see, what we have there, we have a wick. What does a big wick represents there? I just mentioned it. That means absorption zone, right? What comes after absorption zone? Big retracement. 50% out, took me out. That's fine. I did not jump back in, right? Why? Because it's bunk. Unless I see another retracement or maybe a little bit of a range without making an M pattern, that could be my next entry. And that's why I'm going to be placing an alert just below these lows, all right? The next thing that I wanted to get to, oh, come on, it is Aerodrome. All right, Aerodrome, my boys start playing out fantastic. It did retrace on me. Remember that we were expecting a breakout, and not only the breakout, look at that retest, beautiful retest. I did enter a little bit slightly above, or I did not caught that wick, but still caught the bottom of that candle, right? And then what we had here, one of our profit takens, I did took out 50% out, not only because that was there. Where's my predictive ranges? There we go. This is your predictive range. And look at what we got right here. We have the purple lines. Purple lines usually it's overextension. It is, be careful because at least we're gonna have a movement right there, right? I took early profits, 50% out. Guess what? Move my stop to entry, stopped out, and I'm out of the trend. All right, I'm out of the trend. Something that I want to show you guys. Let me just get rid of this spaghetti because it's just obnoxiously cluttered here. It is what we talked about divergences early on with Bitcoin, right? A low, bearish divergence, and a lower low. This lower low is a reaction of the divergence. So this divergence, we can be saying that it already have played out. All right, which for me is not 100% telling me that I should be jumping in, but it's telling me we could be expecting a bounce out of a trend line or a support, right? And we're not gonna be going farther below for now. So what we got, we have a huge volume spiking here. We also have what we have here, a trend, not trend, I'm sorry, predictive range gray. And also, let me just remove this. And also, let me bring it up. Come on, where are you? Oh, it's not there. Did it move? Well, it was a support, but whatever. Thing is, we already have two confluence points in here. What I'm gonna be waiting for on Aerodrome, which already I'm out, right? Is gonna be once again the same thing that I looked up with OM. Remember? Let's go for it. Let's just do a quick reminder here. If my intern wants to play it out, come on. Here we go. The flip of the ribbon, right above the zero line. It's not. It doesn't want to load. All right, let's go back to Aerodrome. Whatever. And the same thing I want to be expecting here. The flip of the ribbon above the zero line. Come on, please load. Is it my internet just so crappy, or is it trading view? There we go. So I will be waiting for flip of the ribbon. If I start piercing down, do not chase after it because most likely we're gonna have a dead cat bounce, which is gonna be making a cricket head and shoulders, which could be leading to the dynamic reactor and this automated trend line that is already playing up. You see that? That's why I also am looking at this smart money area, and one of my alerts, it's already there. All right, it's waiting for that retracement in case it happened. So this is not new, guys. This is not new. We've been following this one since I think 15 days. Let me just clear everything up here. And that will be it for now on ON, Bonk, Aerodrome, XRP. And I think we're past the time. Let me drop it. Alex, I know you have another meeting to attend to, another class to attend to. You want to say the goodbyes before we wrap things up?
Yeah, man. Thanks so much. I mean, it's always fun. We always making money. We always
Yeah.
setting people up, man. It's always good, man. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I gotta go teach in my Discord. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Be safe. Use a stop loss.
Absolutely. Just photo. Do not leave. I'm gonna be showing you where I have those videos for you to go over to the settings. So guys, also if you want to stick around, be my guest. It's always great to have you here. Let me open up here another Discord, right? Just so I can guide you through. Give me just 1 second. I'll just prepare everything. All right, I got it here. Wait. All right. Perfect. All right. I got it right here. You go to your Chart Prime here server. Oh, I'm not sharing, right? You go to your Chart Prime settings. Let's perfect. All right. To your Chart Prime server, not settings, sorry, server. And right down here, you're gonna be looking for Prime Time or video tutorials. There we go, video tutorials. In video tutorials, of course, you're gonna have Chart Prime, right? And then you're gonna have my little corner here, which is additional content. Click on additional content, and inside of additional content, you're gonna have first important classes, all right? Important classes, I advise you to watch class number 1. It is outdated, all right? Just so you know it from the beginning. So just watch it, right? And do not take notes, just understand what I'm explaining there, all right? Why is it outdated
1 hour.
and I haven't take that one out? Oh, come on, am I messing this up? Oh, yeah, sorry. This is class number 1, sorry, video number 1, this is it. My bad, it was a different video.
Welcome to the Friday class, guys.
It is outdated because we already have changed a couple of things. Market Oracle 2.12, it's out of date. And the main thing that has changed, or basically the only thing that has changed, it is how you set up your, come on, where is it? Your settings. Let me show you really quick. If I got it right here. Well, there was supposed to be, or there were, let me show you. Here we go. Previously, you have trend sensitive and trend agility. All right. Now, instead of having to adjust two values, but you can follow the same instructions, by the way, the exact same instructions, but instead of adjusting two values, you only need to adjust one, which is your tuning, much easier, right? Why? Because instead of giving you two values, we already have set up a parity between them, and then based on what you're changing is a parity. So basically, you're still effectively doing the same thing, but without hassle. All right. So just take that in consideration. Another thing that what I say is outdated, it is because right here I teach smart money concepts, all right, where it gives you the predictive ranges. As you can see, I also have my predictive ranges turned on in here, right? These are my predictive ranges, but they're not longer within smart money concepts. Well, they are, but now smart money concepts are part of your Market Dynamics Pro, right? Market structure, where is it? Fair value gaps, all of the smart money concepts are now part of your Market Dynamics Pro. And here you can see, for example, where is it? Liquidity zones, multi-time support and resistances, high and lows, multi-time frame, chart patterns, wedges, many other things. In with also we have, what is it? Those are alerts. We have, what is it? Sorry, I just lost them. Give me 1 second. Predictive ranges, here we go. Predictive ranges now are part of the Market Dynamics Pro inside liquidity analysis, all right? So just so you know, that's the only difference. Everything else is the same. And I give so much value here because I explain how everything works and how to tie it down within, at the end of it all, a strategy. But most importantly, I show you first how to set up your tuning, right? And second, how to use your reversal signals. Let me show you how they work and where I teach them. A little bit farther back. Here we go. Here's where I teach you how your reversal signals react, which is very, very cool. And then also how you use your oscillator, which what I call, with the pattern within the oscillators, which what I call clusters, all right? So once everything is said and done, I also go over how to do a quick analysis on how to set up your entry, how to set up your stop loss, how to take profits in multiple stages, and then how to re-enter. So basically a full pack of a strategy. So having said that, just a photo. Do you have any questions? Man, just a photo's out, isn't him? Well, I'll just tag him. All right. Well, so sorry that was specialized for him. So sorry that he did not stay along, or is he? All right. So perfect, guys. Other than that, yeah, perfect. Thank you for that, Alba. By the way, guys, have a great beginning of the week. Hopefully, you guys are having a great trading week this week. And also, be careful with the markets. As always, use the stop loss, please. And keep track of what we keep publishing, because we try to give you guys the heads up as we see stuff in the market, all right? Thank you so much for joining, guys. Iscariot, I see once again that you are plus. That was a great move. So thanks for that. Also, other than that, guys, Buddy X, also cheers, brother. Jackie, Little Fish, Melissa, Alba, Just Call Me All, Relic, Protocol, Goseni, Reach, One Way, of course, Iscariot, and Daggett. Guys, thanks so much for joining. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.